Now we have to study the rules for drawing ray diagram by concave mirror. Means we have to draw the ray diagrams, but before that we have to study rules. So there are 4 rules. So first of all, for studying the rules here, what to do, we have to draw one simple diagram. So here I have drawn the line segment of 8 centimeter where I mark on 0, 4 and 8. So this is the marking on 0, 4, 8, and this is labeled as C, this is labeled as F, and this is labeled F as P. 8 centimeter line, 0, 4, 8 marking, and labeled as CFP. C means center of curvature, F means focus, and P means pole. Now I am going to cut an arc. So you can cut arc like this. So arc is cut like this, and it is concave mirror. So this is the concave mirror. Okay, understood. Every time we have to do this. What? We have to take a line segment of 8 centimeter. We have to mark on 0, 4, 8 means exact middle point, and we have to give label C, F and P. Every time we have to draw this basic diagram. Now we have to study the rule. Now first rule. What is the first rule? If incident ray is parallel to the principal axis of concave mirror, after reflection it passes through focus. Means what to do? We have to draw one incident ray parallel to the principal axis. So here we have incident ray. If incident ray is parallel to the principal axis of concave mirror, this is the incident ray parallel to the principal axis. Now what is the first rule? If incident ray is parallel to principal axis, then from the concave mirror reflected ray passes through the focus. Incident ray parallel to the principal axis, then reflected ray passes through the focus. That is the first rule. Rules are so simple. Then second rule. For second rule I have already drawn this. What is this? 8 centimeter line segment. This is 0, 4, 8. It is marked as C, center of curvature, F, focus, P means pole. Now what is the second rule? See, if the incident ray passes through the center of curvature of the concave mirror, after reflection it is reflected by the same path. Means if we draw the incident ray passing through the center of curvature, this is the incident ray. You can draw like this or you can draw like this. Anyway, if the incident ray passes through the center of curvature, this is the incident ray which is passing through the center of curvature. So for the incident ray we draw like this, and it strikes on the mirror. So incident ray passing through the center of curvature. Now how it will reflected? It will reflected by the same path. So you don't have to draw the reflected ray. This is incident ray. It is reflected by the same path. So we will just give arrow here. So this is incident ray and this is reflected ray. That is the second law. If the incident ray passes through the center of curvature of concave mirror, after reflection it is reflected by the same path. Okay. Now for third rule. Now see, if the incident ray is passing through the focus of the concave mirror, then reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. Then same diagram every time. 8 centimeter line segment, this arc is cut, this is concave mirror, 0, 4, 8, this is CFP. Now what we have to do? If the incident ray passes through the focus, we have to show the incident ray passing through the focus. This is incident ray which passes through the focus. This is incident ray. Now what is reflected ray? How it will go? The reflected ray is parallel to principal axis. Now this is incident ray. It strikes here from this point. We have to draw reflected ray. But how it should be? It should be parallel to the principal axis. So reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. It is that much simple. Now fourth, again same arrangement. Now what is the fourth rule? See, if the incident ray falls on the pole of the concave mirror obliquely, means we have to draw the incident ray directly on the pole, but it should fall on the pole obliquely. So this is the incident ray which falls on the pole here at this point obliquely. Now we know this is incident ray and this perpendicular line at this point, it is called as the normal. This angle is called as the angle of incidence, angle I. Now how will the reflected ray reflected? It will be reflected making same angle. So you can take the angle. Suppose this is the angle of 30 then you have to draw the reflected ray by making the same angle. Here also we will get the angle of the 30, means we have to draw it by taking the 30. Okay, you can take it either 45, any angle. So angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal. So this is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray, and this law we have to use only once. So what is the fourth law? If the incident ray falls directly at the pole obliquely, then it makes some angle of incidence. Then you have to draw the reflected ray making same angle, means you have to draw the same angle, whatever this angle you have to draw the same angle, and reflected ray will go by making the same angle. So these are the 4 rules for drawing the ray diagram by the concave mirror. If you know the rules, then you can draw the diagram. So these are the rule basically. Now we have to actually draw the diagram. So for drawing a ray diagram, we have to take these 6 cases. Okay. Now we will keep this everything same. Here again 8 centimeter line, 0, 4, 8 marking. Here we have C, F, P. This is concave mirror. Now by using rules we have to draw the diagram. Now what is written here? See. What is written? Object at infinity. So we know this is principal axis. We have to draw the object at infinity. Infinity means far away, and at this, in this case only, we will, this arrow represent object. See, this arrow represent object, and we have kept object above and below. In this case only, object is above the principal axis as well as below the principal axis. So this whole represent object. And where is object is kept? At infinity. When any object is at infinity, rays are always parallel. So we will show 2 rays. We will show 2 rays. First ray which is parallel to the principal axis from the top of the object, and second ray which is also parallel to the principal axis from the bottom. Now both are 2 rays, both are incident rays. One is coming from the top of the object, one is coming from the bottom of the object. Both are parallel to the principal axis. Now we have studied the rule. What is the rule? If the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, how would it get reflected? It get reflected by passing through the focus. So reflected ray passes through the focus. Here also reflected ray passes through the focus. Here also reflected ray passes through the focus. Now see, these are the incident ray, this is reflected ray, this is incident ray, this is reflected ray, and both intersect at which point? They both get intersect at the point that is the focus. Now see, we have to explain the image. Now image is formed here, but this image we cannot see because it is point sized image. So we have to explain 3 things about the image: position, size and nature. Now position means where is it formed. So where is it formed? It is formed at the focus. So what is position? At the focus. What is size? We cannot see the size, it is point sized. So it is called as highly diminished. Diminished means small. So size is highly diminished. And nature is real and inverted. Now see, here these reflected rays are going to intersect. Where the reflected rays are going to intersect, actually that image is always a real image which can be taken on the screen. So what is the nature of the image? That is the real and inverted. So we have to explain 3 things for every diagram. What is the position, what is the size, and what is the nature. Nature may be only of 2 types. It may be real or inverted, and second may be virtual and erect. Now we have to draw actually 6 ray diagrams, in which we have seen first one. What is the first case? Object at infinity. Now we have to study second case, where object beyond the center of curvature. Again we have same arrangement. Now here it is principal axis. Now we have to show the object beyond the center of curvature, and from this case and onward we will draw the object only of 2 lines and above the principal axis only, not below the principal axis, because object is closer. So we have to show the object this much only. Okay, and beyond the center of curvature, here we have center of curvature and object beyond the center of curvature. Now we have to follow the rule. Now here first rule is same, second rule may changes every time, but first rule is same. What is the first rule? first ray parallel to principal axis. After reflection passes through focus. First ray parallel to principal axis. After reflection it passes through focus, and second ray always passes. Now here what is the arrangement of the second ray? Second ray passes through the center of curvature. Here second ray changes, so second ray passes through the center of curvature. Here we have second ray passes through the center of curvature. We have to extend the mirror. Passes through the center of curvature. So this is incident ray, and what is the rule? If the incident ray passes through the center of curvature, reflected ray also passes through the center of curvature by the same path. Now here the actual rays, this is not the ray, this is the first ray and this is the second ray, and where they are going to intersect, they are going to intersect at this point. So where they are going to form, at that point we will draw the inverted arrow because it is below, so it is inverted. So here we get the image. So what is the explanation of the image? Position, where it is, what is the position of the image between center of curvature and focus. What is the nature? It is real. Why? Because rays are actually going to intersect. And inverted, image is formed below the principal axis, so it is inverted. And what is the size? It is diminished. As you compare the size of object and size of image, it is diminished. Okay, so this is the second case. Now we will draw the third case, in which object at the center of curvature, means we have to keep the object at the center of curvature, and always the first rule is same. This is the object at the center of curvature. This is the incident ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection it passes through the focus. Now see, this image generally diagram is highly difficult for the students because image does not form actually where you do want. So for drawing this diagram we have to draw the second ray. Now second ray, every time second ray changes. What is the second ray? How will it go? It again passes through the focus. If it passes through the focus, we have to take same distance of two lines. Here we have two lines, so take two lines only, and second ray passes through the focus. And what is the rule? If the incident ray passes through the focus, then the reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. Now we will see, let's what happened to this diagram, whether the diagram come or not. So we have to do some, we have to draw it properly, otherwise it will not form. Okay, so here randomly we get the image. Image should be formed at the center of curvature. Object is at the center of curvature, image is also at the center of curvature. See how I have drawn it. First ray parallel to principal axis, then after reflection passes through focus. Second ray passes through focus and reflected ray is parallel to principal axis, and we have to do some adjustment, so the image should form at the center of curvature. So what is the explanation? Nature. What is the nature? Real and inverted, because it formed downside. What is the position? Object at center of curvature, image is also at the center of curvature. And what is the size? It is of the same size of the object. Then we have remaining 3 diagrams, so I will send you the diagrams and you have to try it. Okay.